Check out this epic Filipino food spread here at one of the hottest buffets in Los Angeles. Just this oxtail kare itself makes this truly worth the visit here. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Steve from Rockstar Eater coming to you with another rockin' episode. And I am out here in Panorama City, which is one of the most interesting neighborhoods in the San Fernando Valley, because I'm gonna be checking out a hotspot as usual. Panorama City, there's some pretty cool spots here and there, and I'm certainly at one of them, at this restaurant behind me called Bamboo Bistro. This is a Filipino restaurant, but what makes this Filipino restaurant pretty special is that they are one of very few, I think like 2 or 3 in Los Angeles, that has Filipino buffet. You heard me right. On the weekends, they have a buffet bar where you can have all your delicious favorite Filipino foods right here in this neighborhood. So if you guys are into that, then you must stick all the way to the end of this episode so that you can see one of the best buffet experiences you can have in Los Angeles, especially if you want Filipino food. And also, if you're new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell, because I post these food and travel videos weekly you don't want to miss out on. So go ahead and do that right now. And in the meantime, it's time to go in to check out that awesome Filipino buffet feast. This restaurant is on Van Nuys Boulevard, but you have to go to the rear in order to get into the restaurant, which is what I'm doing right now. And this is actually pretty interesting to note, that this restaurant is in this plaza that looks like you're walking through a town in Mexico. It's almost like the San Fernando Valley's version of Olvera Street. It's pretty cool. So when you come here, you definitely should spend some time to look around at this alleyway so you can see other food spots and merchandise and all that great stuff. Yeah, I see it. Here is the restaurant. So this restaurant has been here since 2010, so it's about 12 years old right now, and for good reason. It is a very popular restaurant. They have breakfast here, they have lunch here, and of course they have the buffet here. And I also heard that they have karaoke here as well, and it's also very good for special events like wedding receptions and all that. So it looks like it's good for just about any occasion. But I'm here for the buffet today, specifically on the weekend, which I think is about $20 for adult and $15 for kid, but definitely look on the website. So guys, this is Daniel right here. He is the owner here at Bamboo Bistro.
Hello everyone. Hello.
So you're gonna have to explain to me all this awesome food, because you're gonna do a better job than I am.
All right, sure. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, this is our steamed rice, jasmine rice here. We got garlic rice, and we got bagoong rice over here. Our popular bihon guisado. We also have sauteed eggplant with bagoong as well. Our tapa here.
What is that?
Beef tapa.
Beef tapa. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is also a paksiw na lechon, just popular Filipino dish. Our chicken curry here. Our breakfast popular jeprox. This one is really crunchy here. Of course, lechon kawale. This is our mainstay for the most part. Has it every weekend. And the kare.
Kare?
Our famous kare, yes.
Oh yeah, I've
delicious,
had this before.
Delicious. Of course, our longanisa here. This is our tocino. Our pinakbet here.
What is this?
Pinakbet. It's sort of different vegetables cooked with the pork, and I believe it has shrimps in it.
Okay.
And this is the sinigang pork sinigang. We also have, since you came in and around brunch time, we also still have some breakfast food like champurrado, popular champurrado, and porridge, the lugaw, what we call, arroz caldo. And this is also popular at Bamboo Bistro, ginatang bilo-bilo, and our kasaba.
This is the casado?
Cassava.
Cassava?
Yes.
Okay.
Popular dessert.
So the menu, it's not exactly the same. You said that it changes all the time, right?
It changes. We have probably 4 or 5 main dishes that always here, like the kare, the lechon kawale. We have it all the time. The adobo, of course. The pancit, always there. And the pinakbet. And for the most part, we kind of shuffle it every weekend and stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna start with some garlic rice. I've had this before. It is so delicious. Yeah, pancit, which is a classic Filipino food. Lechon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lechong kawali. It's
So here we go with round number 1. There's no need to go all out on the first plate because I can always go back and get more since it's a buffet, right? All you can eat. And this is worth mentioning as well. In Filipino cuisine, spoon and fork, no chopsticks, spoon and fork, which is fine with me because obviously I'm American born. So, all right, why don't we start off with some of that delicious looking garlic rice. They have plain jasmine rice up there as well, but I love garlic. Yeah, that is good. It's garlic flavored rice. I don't know how else to say it, but it is truly a very delicious rice. I feel like I can just sit here and just eat the rice itself. That's how delicious it is. Moving on to the heavy stuff now. Okay, why don't we do that lechon, which is this kind of crispy but very sauce glazed pork. It's kind of crispy, but then inside it's tender, and that sauce over it, man, it's like it's sweet. And that's one of the things that I've noticed about Filipino foods is that they do incorporate a lot of sweetness in many of their recipes. And of course, gotta eat the pancit because that is a Filipino classic. Wow, that's very good. I like the noodles. They're so chewy. I think these rice noodles. This is another thing that you're going to see in so many Filipino restaurants. The pancit, which is very delicious, feel-good noodle dish that just anybody could like. The pinakbet, which has the okra and the green beans and squash. Even those green beans are pretty nice as well. Oh man. And of course in between, gotta have my rice. That's how I like it. Oh yeah. Delicious garlic rice. Oh yeah. Okay, this is pretty interesting. Look at that. This one is called the jiprox. Whoa, that's good. I don't know about you guys, but I really love crispy food. So this to me is like something I have to have on the plate. Having like a crispy piece of fish. It's not terribly salty, not too much. I would say this is a dish that you should definitely get if you love thin fish that's crispy, kind of salty. It's very fun to munch on. And then I also have to mention that they have this kare, which is also another popular Filipino dish. Now the reason why this one is pretty unique is that it's oxtail. No joke, they use oxtail here as part of this buffet. Isn't that insane? You know how expensive oxtail is? They're not skimping on quality or selections here. This is rocking. This thing just falls right off the bone. So kare is not a curry sauce. It kind of sounds like it, but it's not. It's actually a peanut sauce. It's like a type of a peanut sauce. So you're gonna taste that strong peanut flavor. All right, here we go with round number 2. Definitely got to get my money's worth here. Okay, so this is the
rice.
Okay, the shrimp rice, right? Oh wow, this is something I haven't seen yet. This is the fried tilapia lechon, which is fried.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like chicharron, right?
Yes.
Okay, got to get some sauce too. Man, the soup looks so good. I heard this is some sort of a pork soup. They call it the pork sinigang. Wow, that's a good flavor. It's pretty strong. It has like a sour tamarind type of flavor to it. Almost kind of like, you know, the Thai tom yum soup. Kind of like that in some ways. But I really like that sour flavor. I think that sourness always makes food taste really good, especially in the soups. And there's meat in here as well. Wow, this is so good. This is really delicious comfort food right here. Now here is a dish that I've had before, the lechon. It looks so crispy. fat, plump, but also tender. And the sauce, of course, kind of wettens the whole dish, which I think is very necessary, actually. I mean, even without it, it would taste great. If you're a pork lover, you're gonna love it here because they have all the lechon here that you can eat. That in itself makes buffet so enjoyable. I don't know if I've had this one before, the longanisa. So this is like the Filipino version of sausages, which I've had in different cuisines. So I think this is the first time I'm having it in a Filipino restaurant. Wow, that's actually very interesting. It's sweet. Almost kind of like Chinese sausages in some ways. But yeah, this is a very, how do you say? It tastes very much like a sausage, I would say. But I would say the glaze over it is really what makes it Filipino. That sweet islander type of feel that goes along with the sausage. Yeah, tilapia is always a favorite of mine. It's tender and then the outside is kind of crispy because it's been fried. And keep in mind, this is all you can eat. So if you are into fish, fried fish, tilapia, you can eat as much of this as you can. Could you believe it? This is truly the ultimate Filipino buffet experience. All right, and here is my dessert. This is the halo halo, which is a very popular Filipino dessert. And I want to tell you, this one is not part of the buffet. It's on the regular menu. You can definitely order a lot of the other stuff that's on the menu if you're willing to pay separately. But yeah, I had to try this one. So the halo halo has a lot of different things in it, like beans, jackfruit, yam, jello, which is all kind of buried in there. Red beans, yep, I see it. Some ice, some crispy rice, that's the green stuff that's on top, and ube ice cream. Be careful not to eat the ice too fast or else you might get a brain freeze, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna take me a while to finish through all this. But I have nothing to do today. Fine day to enjoy some desserts, right? So you're gonna have so many things going on in here. The crunchiness of the ice, the crispiness of the rice, as well as the red beans and all that great stuff in here. I mean, for what you're paying for, which is not terribly expensive, you get like tilapia fish, you get pork, you know, the lechon, you get beef here, you get oxtail even. Wow, my mind is just so blown. And those were indeed some of my favorite ones on this line. I mean, even the basic stuff like the pancit noodles were also really good as well. So it just kind of depends on what you like. But yeah, definitely if you're looking for a really good buffet experience, something that's very unique, this is the hotspot you got to come to. Bamboo Bistro in Panorama City, which serves some really awesome Filipino food. And most of the customers here are Filipino, so that is a very good sign. You're gonna be in good hands when you come to this restaurant. So remember that, Bamboo Bistro for your rockin' buffet experience in LA. All right, guys, so before I let you guys go, I want to give a shout out once again to the owner right here, Daniel. So when you come into this restaurant and enjoy the buffet, tell him you saw this episode and he's going to hook you up with something. What is that?
All right, Steve, for this year, 2022, for new customer, just come in and we'll give you 5% off.
Did you hear that? 5% off the bill for the rest of this year, 2022.
For the buffet, just to make sure.
For the buffet. Remember that, guys. Anyways, thank you so much for watching the show. You know what to do. Give me a thumbs up. Comment on the section.
Guys, subscribe.
That's right. Subscribe, comment, because if you've been here before, I'd love to hear your story. And of course, check out Rockstar Eater merchandise on the video tab. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.